Yo, what's up, family? Before we start the video, please leave a like, subscribe, and share it in everyone that you can. Just video out there a little bit more. With that being said, let's get right into the video. The Celtics finished their preseason 4-1, and a lot of guys got some opportunities to show what they've been working on. One player that has impressed Celtics fans a bunch is Jordan Walsh. Walsh, who is still only 20 years old, showed a much more mature game, and I wanted to talk about it, so let's get into the film. Alright, how y'all doing? I hope y'all doing good. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, make sure you take your shoes off before you come in the house. And Jordan Walsh was phenomenal in these 5 preseason games, and he showed us in just which ways that he improved his game. And the first one is going to be shooting, right? His summer league stint was not good as far as shooting the ball. He shot horribly almost every game except for one. In the G League last season, he shot about 34% from 3, which isn't horrible, but right here, his shot, it just looks so much better. He said that he didn't make any mechanical changes to his jump shot. Maybe that is true. I think it looks smoother. I believe there was like more of a hitch at the top of the shot, but now it's just straight one motion. He's catching it, and there probably was not a mechanical change. It's probably just confidence, which is probably the biggest change. Like, you have to be confident enough to shoot the ball, and when you play with confidence, this is what happens. So Jordan Walsh shot 37% on about 2 attempts in the preseason, and it's just the level of confidence. We were not seeing him pull up from this range or even this spot above the break threes. He was not shooting these with this much confidence, right? It just was not happening. And here he steps right into a 3. Now, I won't praise his confidence on this one because he kind of had to shoot this with 3 seconds left on the shot clock, but I still just like the way that he's shooting the basketball. So we have Lonnie Walker having to pass out of this shot, and he has to catch it down low and then bring it back to his shooting pocket, and it's just all one motion. You can tell he's worked on this because even off a pass that's not particularly on target, it's just one motion. And I remember him coming out of college. I believe the Celtics picked him 37th. He was a guy, look, prototypical size and length for a wing defender, right? That was his calling card for him getting drafted. And it was, hey, he's not a shooter, but if he can turn into one, this could be a really good 3-and-D piece. I vividly remember seeing his shot in college. I watched all his 3-point attempts. His shot wasn't broken in college either. I believe like confidence plays a huge part, but I do believe his jumper is smoother. There was more of a hitch at the top, but again, it was not broken. It was something that I thought from the jump the Celtics could, if he just gets to shooting more jumpers in practice, if he just works on it, he can become a good shooter. His jumper was not broke by any means at any point. Just seeing this now, of the smoothness of the jumper, it's just all one motion. No matter where he catches it, he's just pulling it with confidence, and he drains it at the end of the shot clock. But the biggest improvement I've seen from Walsh in these 5 games was as a driver. 2 things I look for in a driver is PS, right? Pace and stability. And under those are other things that are the makeup of it. So with pace, of course, you have things like patience, like just how comfortable somebody is with driving. Does their pace change when they see help, and do they get out of control, which of course you don't want. Now, stability is basically holding your own line. So body type also goes into this. Of course, Walsh has added some muscle. It's hard to believe he was skinnier than this, but despite what you hear, the NBA is a physical sport, especially in the playoffs, and we have some tough defenders. So not allowing guys to knock you off course when driving is key because angles are very important. Here we got Walsh. He might have got some happy feet a little bit off this pass from Pritchard. Also, the 0.5 rule, like when you catch the ball, make a decision. Pass, shoot, drive. You have to make quick decisions in the NBA, and you can also do that with pace. It's not going fast so you're out of control. You can go fast and burst, and just like Jordan Walsh does right here, right? Does that, goes fast, and along with the pace, he's creating advantages at 20. This is what veterans do. Watch his offhand here. Now there are tricks that offensive players use. Sometimes they get called for, sometimes they don't, but this is indeed a veteran move. Watch his off arm right here. He's gonna hook grade it really quickly just to get him off balance. Him getting him off balance causes him to fall and grab Jordan Walsh as he's driving, and he gets the and-1. And of course, the calling card for Jordan Walsh is defensively. His versatility is a thing that Joe Mazzulla values with everybody on the court. You have to be versatile if you want to play for Joe Mazzulla. And I was impressed with Jordan Walsh's ability to play up and down the lineup and defend guys. He is more in depth at guarding the quicker guys, or like the guys with like his frame. He's able to stay in front of those guys, and especially the smaller guys, even if they get a quick step on him, he uses his length to ward them off because they're smaller. Now, with those stronger wings, like he can stay in front of them because he's just that good of a defender. But if they put their shoulder into him, then they might create some space. But I was really impressed with how Jordan Walsh was able to defend in this preseason, and a lot of the things that we will see later is hustle. He really understands how he's going to get on the court for Joe Mazzulla, and he showed that. And again, the improvements as a driver, he was not doing this fluidly or this patient last year. Pace and stability, patience and holding your own line. So right here, he catches it, pump fake, rip through. He could just go straight to the basket, but what does he do? Shows the pace, creates an advantage right there on Chris Boucher. Now he's off balance. He's using his shoulder, and you got the seal by Dimitro right here. Through contact, finishing through Jakob Poeltl. Held his line the whole time. Pace was great, and he finishes. And going back down to the other, in the defensive side of the ball, Jordan Walsh is a menace on the side of the ball. His activity is second to none, and a lot of what we talk about is him on ball, but he can be a help side defender. He's athletic, and he has freakishly long arms at 6'7", 6'8". So here you have Grady Dick driving, who is amazing in this little mini series here. He gets both Sam Hauser and Dimitro up in the air, but look how quick Jordan Walsh gets off the floor. He gets a contest on that really quickly, and he forces the miss. You cannot sit and tell me that this isn't different. You cannot sit here and tell me that this isn't different. Pace and stability as a driver, the improvements that we've seen just in these games, even from Summer League. He wasn't even driving like this in Summer League. That training camp must really help them. And going against Tatum and Brown, Derek White, Drew Holiday every day in practice, it got to make you better. It literally has to, or you're going to drown in practice. He is choosing to go through those times and learn from them. Learn from Tatum and Brown, learn from all those guys. And here we got a nice pass by Keita, and again, pump fake, rip through, right? Pump fake, rip through, pace, not rushing, not out of control, even though there's 4 seconds left. And there's going to be another play just like this where the shot clock is going down and he's just cool, calm, collected. Pump fake, rip through on Scotty, forces the switch, and then create an advantage right there. Creating an advantage right there. He feels Poeltl, the little right there. Creating an advantage. And then the scoop to negate the shot blocker right there. Beautiful move by Jordan Walsh. Man, y'all better stop playing with him, man. Y'all better stop playing with him. He is, oh my Lord. That's an N1. I got an N1. So look, now this is a testament to the stability, and he's not even as strong as he is going to be. Granted, Grady Dick isn't much stronger than him either, so let's take that with a grain of salt. So here we have Drew Peterson on the pick and roll. I like what he brings, especially as a passer. He might get a video, wink wink. But we got Jordan Walsh catching on Grady Dick. Again, the stability right there, able to take the hit. And look at where he's taking his 2 steps from. Again, this is like tools. A lot of times if you pick a guy in the second round, you want to see tools, right? You want to see if they have a skill that can translate right now, or they have a body type, or just athletically, they're a guy that you think you can mold. Prototypical size, freakishly long wingspan, athletic. This athleticism goes both ways. Look at where he takes the first step from. He picks up his dribble at the elbow. And he has to weave through traffic after taking this hit. Again, stability, holding your own line. Takes this hit and he just uses it as his first step. And then to glide, look at the, ooh, boy, that boy got elastic. Hey, man, takes the hit. That should have been an and 1, but another beautiful finish by Jordan Walsh. And Jordan Walsh has understood this concept since he came to the Celtics. I remember his first summer league. There's people asking him questions about, hey, you're with the Celtics. It's going to be really tough to crack the rotation. What do you have to do? And his answer every time is, I gotta do little things. I gotta defend, I gotta hustle, I have to be the dirty work guy. Now, even though he understood that, the times that he got on the court last year, like on the real court, he wasn't doing those things as much. Now, it was still a lot of energy. He's always gonna have energy because that's just who he is. But sometimes it was out of control. It wasn't placed in the right places, right? This entire preseason is him hustling. It's him doing the little things. It's him rebounding. He had a double-double in this game against Toronto, 16 and 10. These were not little boy rebounds either. At least 4 or 5 of those were contested rebounds against Toronto's rebounders, like Poeltl and Chris Boucher and Scotty Barnes. So he's doing the little things, and here, hustling right here at the end of the third quarter, gets the Celtics some free throws. All right, so here we are in Toronto, and again, him doing the little things with the underlying theme of hustle and picking up on the things that he sees are important to Joe Mazzulla and this team. Watch what he does, even though he doesn't complete it, right? This is a big part of the Celtics, right? He's going to come from the corner, and he's going to box out. Those corner crashes. How many times have we seen Peyton Pritchard crash from the corner and get an offensive rebound and pass out to a 3? How many times have we seen Derek White crash from the corner and get an offensive rebound for another possession, right? He didn't get it, but these are things that you can put on tape as a 20-year-old, as a youngin, understanding what you need to do on this team specifically to be effective. Versatility, hustle, and things like this held the team. The corner crash are a big part of us, but then look at him. Running down Davion Mitchell, knocking the ball out of bounds, stopping the fast break. He did everything he needs to do to crack this rotation. Now, will he? I don't know. But if it was based on this preseason, he would be our 10th man, basically. And I chalk this play up to him knowing exactly what he needs to do to get on the full foot of the team from day one. Again, I told you guys his first summer league, he was saying that, hey, I need to do the small things. I know they don't need scores. They have Tatum and Brown. They need a guy to take the load off defensively and do the small things, right? This is a testament to that. So here we have Tillman's going to set a pin down for Jordan Walsh. And this is usually for somebody to curl, come off here and receive a pass to try to go score or to make a play for someone else. As a 20-year-old, as a guy going into his second year, playing with Tatum, Brown, Derek White, all these guys, you should cherish an opportunity to receive the ball and to score. Jordan Walsh comes off this pin down, curls, and he, again, knowing what he needs to do, he's like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm going to go screen for Jaylen Brown. Creates an advantage here, gets a switch, and we get free throw. A 20-year-old knowing what he has to do, the small things, to get on this team, to crack this rotation, creating an advantage for the star player is something really good. Now, I talked about his activity earlier. Please, I'm gonna just let y'all watch this play. Just watch him right here, Jordan Walsh, this entire possession. Bro, when I tell you the activity is second to none, and the Raptors do some handoff action, and he's on Scotty. Now he's on Battle. Now he's on Shed. And this is beautiful. Y'all know I don't cut no corners. I don't do things. I don't just show you guys the positive in things. This is beautiful because it still shows that he has stuff to improve on and that he's still 20 years old. Luke has to push him to a place. Despite all the activity, despite all the switching, he still isn't perfect and he's still improving and he's still a young guy. Gets pushed and look, he's trying to find somebody. He goes to find, finds Battle, right? That's beautiful. That in the midst of him showing his versatility, his activity, he still needs to be pushed to a higher level, right? And it's just small things like that that could mess up a defensive possession. And the fact that that did not disturb him at all, or that didn't break any of his stride to go and defend somebody, he just finds whoever he needs to find because he can guard up and down the lineup. And then another contested rebound, almost lose it, but he gets it to Peyton Pritchard. And of course, if he's going to be able to play with Tatum and Brown and the starters, he's going to have to hit these spot up threes. And right here, the jumper just looks really pure off the pass from Pritchard. All right, so here we got Jordan Walsh in the corner. We got Tatum stepping back. Again, what is a big part of the Celtics is these corner crashes. He crashes, he doesn't get it, but again, he's putting things on tape that Joe Mazzulla will like, and he can see that he's trying to impact this team in a winning fashion. But here, the hustle, right? Guarding 2-on-1. Got a handoff to Battle. He takes that away, but then he sees that nobody's there, so what is he going to do? He's going to hustle, right? To Carton, I'm not going to lie. From this angle, it looked like he had a chance to block it because he slapped down like he was trying to. But again, it's just him hustling. I would like to think he had an impact on that shot, but him just hustling and contesting that shot from that far out is good to me. And man, this is so nice, especially under pressure. You see the score, 113, 115, shot clock running down. And look at that, right? Pace, stability, patience, and holding your line. He looks at the shot clock with 5 seconds left, and he still doesn't rush. Looked at the shot clock with 5 seconds left, and he still didn't go immediately. That is confidence. That is comfortable. He's comfortable. Looked at the shot clock with 5 seconds left, said, all right, it's all good. Rip. Ooh, hey. He wasn't doing this, bro. He was not doing this last year. I'm sorry. In the G League, he might have did this a couple times, but it just didn't look like this. I watched his G League stuff. Of course I did. It didn't look like this, bro. And especially under this pressure situation. This is preseason. But for these guys, everybody on this floor, they're either fighting for a roster spot or they're fighting for time. So this is a pressure situation. Probably not for Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown, but 5 seconds at the top of the key, just him and Shamaz Ramsey, who he knows well from the summer league, right? Jab stepping, looking at the basket. 1, 2. Oh Lord. 1, 2. and the long arm finish for Jordan Walsh to tie the game up. But that is the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe, and share to any and everyone that you can. Just shoot out there a little bit more, and I will see you guys in the next video. This is Nick. Peace.